I'm going to dive right into it with the Baltimore Ravens because, honestly, I believe they are the best team in the NFL right now. Sure, they may not have the best record, and people might talk about other teams like the Chiefs and the Bills, but after watching them recently, especially as we get closer to the playoffs, they are starting to look like a team that could win it all. And I think we're only going to see more of that as the season progresses. The Ravens offense has been absolutely phenomenal. They can put up points against anyone regardless of the opponent. And the defense, they've been solid all year, but have really stepped up in recent weeks. As long as they maintain that level of play, there's no reason why this team can't beat anyone they face in the playoffs. Before we dive into why I believe this team has a great shot, if you love NFL content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Ravens updates for the rest of the season. Now back to the Ravens. This team is coming off a crucial win against the Cleveland Browns, a game they absolutely needed to win to secure the division. While it may not have mattered in the end, thanks to the Steelers losing, the Ravens took care of business just as they were supposed to. The Browns, while not the strongest team, have been competitive, so for the Ravens to go out and dominate them was exactly the kind of performance I needed to see heading into the playoffs. Once again, Lamar Jackson had an outstanding game, showing why he's been the best player on the field this season. This is the number one reason why I think the Ravens have such a strong chance in the playoffs. Lamar has gotten better every year, but this season, he's truly reached his peak. He's playing at an MVP level, and there's no denying how amazing his stats are. With 41 touchdown passes, just 4 interceptions, and over 4,000 passing yards, plus nearly 1,000 rushing yards, this is a season we may not see again for a long time. Lamar has become an elite pocket passer, arguably the best in the league. And when you combine that with his rushing ability, he's practically unstoppable. This is why the Ravens offense can score against anyone. It doesn't matter what defense is in front of them. Lamar will find a way to make plays. On top of Lamar's brilliance, the Ravens also have one of the best running backs in the NFL, Derrick Henry. Henry has been putting up incredible numbers yet again this season, almost reaching 2,000 rushing yards while averaging an impressive 5.9 yards per carry. If you have a running back like Henry who can churn out 6 yards on every carry, there's almost no way to stop that offense, especially when you also have a talented receiving core to throw to. Zay Flowers has really come into his own this year. As a second-year player, he's put up over 1,000 yards, showing that he's everything the Ravens hoped for when they drafted him. He's a versatile weapon that can do it all. Alongside him, Rashad Bateman has finally started to break out and become the player many expected him to be. With these two, Lamar has at least one option he can rely on to get open on any given play. And don't forget about the tight end duo of Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, both of whom are great receiving threats. Andrews in particular has only gotten better after returning from injury, and Likely has been a consistent weapon since the Ravens drafted him. With all these weapons, it's clear that the Ravens offense can dominate any defense they face. They're currently one of the top 3 teams in the NFL in points scored per game. Not only are they the number 1 team in total yards per game, but they're also top 10 in passing yards and number 1 in rushing yards. As long as Lamar keeps playing at an MVP level, there's no reason to believe they can't continue putting up big numbers in the playoffs. But it's not just the offense that has me confident in this Ravens team. The defense has also been exceptional, especially in recent weeks. The Ravens defense is loaded with talent, and it all starts up front with their ability to stop the run, get sacks, and pressure quarterbacks. Currently, the Ravens are second in the NFL in total sacks. When you're able to sack the quarterback at that high of a rate, you can stifle any offense and make it tough for them to move the ball. And as the season has progressed, the Ravens' pass rush has only gotten better, and I don't see that slowing down in the playoffs. Additionally, the Ravens' run defense has been outstanding. The team is currently ranked number 1 in the NFL against the run, allowing just 3.6 yards per carry. That's huge in the playoffs, as being able to stop the run makes it much harder for opponents to execute their game plans. And the secondary has improved as well, turning into one of the league's best. Marlon Humphrey has been phenomenal all year, and Brandon Stevens has quietly had a great season too. Rookie Nate Wiggins has also stepped up, showing that the Ravens have a well-rounded and talented cornerback group. They can run both man and zone coverage with success, which is crucial in the modern NFL. When you combine a defense that ranks in the top 10 for points allowed per game with an offense that can score at will, the Ravens become a dangerous team to face in the playoffs. And with Lamar Jackson playing at an MVP level, I don't see why they can't make a deep run. They might not have the best record in the NFL, but they are playing the best football right now. I firmly believe this Ravens team has a better chance to win it all this season than last year, and many people would agree with that.